Hello, Mark Crossfield. Here we go. In my hands today, another TaylorMade iron. We have the Rsi1. So this club from TaylorMade has slots o'clock. We have slots everywhere on this Slotterlicious iron. So we're going to give the Rsi1 from TaylorMade a hit. We've got our Titleist Pro V1 X balls ball game. We've also got GC2 HMT. So the head measuring unit down there as well, which is why you'll see these dots on the club. Lots of people always ask, why have I got the dots on? It's for HMT, so it sees the head, because there's a bit of a story around this club being friendlier across the face in a few ways. Let's tell you what that's all about. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, TaylorMade Rsi1 irons. We get the slot on the bottom, which we've had in TaylorMade irons before. We're now getting 2 slots on the toe and on the heel, as if you needed more slots. Now these slots are filled, so you're not going to get stuff jammed in it, which lots of people ask. There's rubber in there, so you're not going to get any mud and stuff caught in those. But the slots on the heel and the toe here are meant to be helping you with the off-center hits. Now TaylorMade are going hard for the people not hitting the sweet spot all the time out the middle, so they've produced an iron which doesn't only help you with lower and higher hits, which is why this slot was on the bottom, it at the deeper bits in the toe and the heel to help you lower down heel and toe. We're also going this way now and this way, they're saying. So we're going to hit it and see if that is actually true in any way. I can't really test it. You would need a robot. We'll have some generalized discussions about it. Now look, first things, when I put the club down by the ball, it's chrome. It's got little bits of offset. The Rsi1 is kind of the more game improvement, TaylorMade are saying. It's certainly not chunky in any ways. I mean, it's chunkier than your kind of Tour preferred range that they do, but it's pretty good looking, to be honest. A little bit of offset, medium to thick top line with a medium to thick sole, but there's plenty thicker out there. Let's give it a hit and see what it feels like. The slots either side of the face definitely do help frame up with alignments a little bit, which I don't think is a bad thing. Now it makes that TaylorMade clippy clippy bang bang noise, you know. It's got bells and whistles. It's loud. This one is built with an acoustic, I think, to try and make you feel like you're hitting it longer, because longer is still a buzzword for these manufacturers, all of them. Now the shaft is longer than the Rsi2, and the loft is cranked. I think the loft on this 6 iron is 26 degrees. TaylorMade will argue obviously that with the higher launching properties of this club, if you don't strengthen the lofts, then they just go up your nostrils. The extra length bit, they tend not to talk that much about, because really it's there to try and help you create a bit more club head speed. Obviously, I'm hitting just a standard one here, which is normally what I am in most manufacturers, to be honest. You're going to get custom fits. So you could get them whatever length you want, so you could read into the length of this from the video however you want. If you pick a setup off the shelf, which I know people still purchase that way, you should always try and get fit. They are going to be quite long, so if your handle's lower to the ground in your setup, shorter people, what have you, the lie and the length of these might be a little bit unwieldy, but they're cranked for distance, but they're also built for friendliness. Oh, I mean, it feels good. I hit that really nice. It makes a good old loud sound. I mean, I use pretty user-friendly bats, to be honest, so I can understand where this market is more than I ever did when I was more into classic clubs. I think I worry about the length for people who maybe out there aren't getting fitted, but hopefully you all are now. So don't worry about the length if you're getting fitted. Get the length that suits your game. The slots on either side. Now, we've got some data with GC2 HMT, which I'll show you. But to be honest with you, unless you're robot testing, I would have to hit hundreds of balls, test for hours to get equivalent hits from a toe. So anyone out there trying to say it's better from the toe from their test is... What about dynamic lofts, angle of attack, face of the path, were they all exactly the same when you hit them 6mm at the toe? Let's give it another hit. Oh, I ripped into the back of that, and it's nice. It's quite high flight, which I like because I struggle with height. No problem getting that one up in the air. I think this is a good club for people who want help. Again, they want a little bit of friendliness in its presentation, so it doesn't look too hard to hit, quite a long head length. but there's some classic elements to it as well with the chroming and what have you. Let's look at some of the numbers. Let's see what HMT is saying about Slotalicious, slots o'clock. There's so many slots on this club. Rsi1, let's check these numbers out. Right guys, numbers time. We've got Rsi1 here from TaylorMade. I'm hitting that 6-iron, 180, topping out at 183. That's strong, it's long and it's stronger lofts, and I'm going to take advantage of that for me because I can handle that length and those lofts. Peak height out at 36, you can see it's peaking height at same as any other club really for me. And 18-degree launch angle, I mean that's with stronger lofts, it's still launching up. 5,300 revs of spin. If we look at some of the club data, you can see here, the last shot I've hit here, is a couple of grooves down, and if I look at my data on the shots, my longest hit to my shortest hit is 6 yards. Now to be honest with you, and I don't want to always sound like Mr. New TaylorMade fanboy, that isn't bad at all for the slots o'clock club. So heel and slightly bottom is only dropping back 6 yards from one which is hit along the red line and quite buttoned, to be honest. And that's what TaylorMade are saying with this club. It's going to be friendlier across all the face. Now look at my strikes. They're not exactly varied, and I could vary them more, but it wouldn't really prove much to you, like I say, unless I get all the other angles exactly the same. So I wanted to do more of a true test to see how it felt when I slightly mishit it. I think it would help me, it would give me confidence if it actually saves me shots through the year. That would be debatable. You'd have to get the old statisticians on that one to prove that it did. I think for you guys who use more of the face, any club that is more user-friendly across the face is a good thing, and this one is saying it's doing that. So one to try. There are other manufacturers out there who produce really good, stable clubs as well. If it's the slots doing it as much as they are advertising them, that's again for you to decide. The jury's out for me. Look, it's a good-looking club for a game improvement club. It's not too chunky, but it's chunky enough. It's got slots all over it because I think it really markets and gives the marketing guys loads to speak about, which is good for selling clubs. If it actually helps you hit better shots, you go and hit them and try them and decide. I mean, I'm quite impressed with the only 6 yards dropping down in distance in those. If I went to more of a performance iron, I reckon I would drop down nearly 10 yards on those two strikes, personally. So 6 yards is still kind of just short of pin high, isn't it? It's a good shot where 10 yards is front of the green. Let me know what you think, guys. I know they release clubs at a rate of knots. I know you'll comment about that, that's fine, have your opinions on that, and I think they bring them out a bit quick sometimes. Their argument is that they do it, if they've got tech that's better, why would they not bring it out? Why wait for the 18-month cycle, which I can understand also. It's a decent looking club, I quite like the chrome finish to it, I like the lack, not too much offset, I think it'll appeal to a lot of people as well. Jury's out on the slots, but let me know what you think, post comments down below, I'd love to hear. They're good numbers, but it is a cranked up club. Post comments, love to hear, speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel, also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching. Hello, Mark Crossfield, here we go. In my hands today, another TaylorMade iron. We have the Rsi1. So this club from TaylorMade has slots o'clock. We have slots everywhere on this Slotalicious iron. So we're going to give the Rsi1 from TaylorMade a hit. We've got our Titleist Pro V1 X balls, ball eye game. We've also got GC2 HMT. So the head measuring unit down there as well, which is why you'll see these dots on the club. Lots of people always ask, why have I got the dots on? It's for HMT, so it sees the head, because there's a bit of a story around this club being friendlier across the face in a few ways. Let's tell you what that's all about. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, TaylorMade Rsi1 irons. We get the slot on the bottom, which we've had in TaylorMade irons before. We're now getting 2 slots on the toe and on the heel.